Hi, I'm Jane and I love food and I love cooking, but I especially love cooking in the kitchen with my beautiful son Eddie, who is a head chef. We've had a lot of fun just bringing everything together thanks to Food Secrets, which is all part of the Norwood Payneham St Peters Council. It's about supporting local producers and suppliers, and we've used a lot of their beautiful food here. Today, we are making something really spectacular.
We are making what we're going to coin the Quinzi's Trifle, putting a bit of a twist on it. So we've got our Quinzi's lollies, we've got our sugared almonds, we've then got our white chocolate coated raspberries and our white chocolate caramel coated popcorn, then a bunch of fresh fruit, cream and mascarpone. So what we're going to do to start is we're going to get the cream whipped, get the mascarpone whipped with a bit of vanilla. You're going to take on chopping on this one and chop all of these up.
Are you counting how many sweets are there? Because some of them might disappear on the process.
We haven't done an audit yet, but we might have to. And then once we've done that, it's just assembling. So it's a really great recipe because you don't have to cook anything. You can assemble it, 24 hours ahead of time.
And we called it the Quinzi's Celebration Trifle because the sweets have come from Quinzi's, which is a fabulous business in Stepney. It's run by Joe and his wife. They started out doing the sugar-coated almonds because they couldn't get some for a wedding, so they do their own. They do them in lots of colours to match the bridesmaids' dresses. And then it's grown into this business where they have a huge range of confectionery and it's beautifully made. And they've been very supportive of us, haven't they? They've been really good.
I'm going to get you to do the sweets. I'll
Okay.
get you to go through all of these and I'll give you a demo.
Okay, so this is the one that's got the white chocolate inside.
This has got popcorn inside. So we're just cutting them into quarters. If they break a bit unevenly, that's fine. We're almost going to get like a play on Rocky Road textures because everything in it is quite soft with the cream, mascarpone, the sponge. So these are going to give it a good bit of crunch, a good bit of chew. So it's going to give it some variability. While you're working on that, I'm going to whip some cream. You can use a hand mixer or a benchtop mixer like a KitchenAid for this. It's much faster. And I haven't added any sugar yet because the sugar is actually going to make it a lot harder to whip. So now that I've gotten pretty close, I'm going to add some sugar. To that 600 grams, I'm probably going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar. We don't need a whole lot of sugar in this because we've also got all the sweets and this is quite sweet also. So this is getting nice and thick now, close to where we want it to be. So that is now going to go into the fridge so it doesn't deflate too much. And we're going to get on with our mascarpone. So mascarpone, you want to just really lightly mix it. If you try and whisk it, I would never really put it in a mixer because it will split quite fast and it's already quite thick if you have a look at it.
Oh wow, that looks amazing.
So it's extremely decadent.
That looks incredible.
Doesn't it? So I'm just going to use this vanilla bean before I cut into it. I'm just going to massage it a bit to open it up. And then I'm just going to split it from top to bottom and slowly run my knife down the center. And it will open up like a book. And then we can scrape all those beautiful seeds out. And then we're just going to add a tiny bit of sugar to the mascarpone as well.
So we went out to the Quinzi's factory with a group of people on one of the Food Secrets bus tours that the council runs, and they're a lot of fun. Joe was showing us the machines that they make these in, and they tumble them around like they're like a great big copper pot on its side, and they just keep tumbling and tumbling until they're really polished and shiny. So is that enough there, Eddie?
That's plenty.
Beautiful.
So now we'll get our fruits prepared. Now what we want to try and achieve with our strawberries is we want to sort of have slices to fit around the inside of the bowl to decorate. I'm going to do maybe
Little thin slices.
3 to 4 millimeter slices. Apricots, I reckon we'll just go a bit of a dice for those.
And look at the colours we're getting here. They're
Yeah.
beautiful and rich.
So we also want to think about, with chopping these and chopping the apricots, you kind of want it to be a dessert where people can just eat with a spoon. So if we've got big wedges of apricot, you kind of have to cut it up. Whereas this, everyone can sort of just serve into a nice little bowl and then just walk around eating with a spoon or something at their event. So with the limoncello, if you did want to make a variation of this for the kids, you could make a lemon sugar syrup. So you could start off with, say, 500 milliliters of water and 250 lemon juice and then 500 sugar. And that would sort of, mimic the limoncello, but obviously without the alcohol. So we are pretty much ready here. It's all about having everything ready together and then we're just assembling.
The big trifle dish.
Yep.
Look at this. Isn't that magnificent? That's splendid.
So we're going to start at the bottom with some cream and then we're basically just going to go through each of the ingredients and build up layer after layer.
And that's going around the side. And we just use like a plastic lunch bag, put it into there and then just cut the corner off to make a piping bag.
We're going to go a handful of these guys.
That's going to be the yummy part. Giving it crunch.
Yeah, and I think it also makes it a bit more playful, it's a bit different to what we're used to in a trifle.
It's almost got like a bit of a Rocky Road feel to it.
Yeah.
Which everyone in South Australia loves Rocky Road.
Couple of apricots. So then with our biscuits, we're just dipping them quite liberally in the limoncello. So again, this is definitely not a child's dessert. if you're using the limoncello, that is.
So how far ahead from when you're going to eat this or serve this could you make this, Eddie?
You probably want to do it the morning of.
Okay.
I mean, it's still fine for the day after.
But you could have a lot ready though, couldn't you? Like you'd have all the
Yeah.
chopping done.
Yep, definitely, but just your whipping, you'd probably want to leave until just before, because the cream does sort of like let out and go sloppier after you've let it sit. We're going to add a bit of strawberry to the edge of the glass now as well on this next one.
And decorate it. This is what makes this dish look so spectacular.
So we're just taking our time. Like, you don't have to do this step if you're a bit intimidated by it, but give it a go.
And it does look very festive with the white and the red. So what's going into the next layer?
Another little dash of the Quinzi's lollies.
Yeah, the crunch.
Yeah, so we're just doing little bits throughout, and then on top we're going to garnish a bit more heavily. And then I'm really soaking these, so it is quite boozy. So you probably do need to tell people that you're serving it to that it does have a good amount of alcohol in it.
This is really starting to come together, isn't it? All the colours. So another squirt of this, and that's easing down in between the strawberries. And you can just see the fine dots of vanilla sea pods. Layer upon layer.
So on our top layer, we're really going to decorate it nicely with the apricot, raspberries, and more of the Quinzi stuff.
It already looks really good.
And then we've got some flowers here too.
Oh, wow. Where did they come from?
So they're from 4 Seasons Fresh as well.
So these are edible flowers. They're not going to poison you, but look how colourful they are. We've got little baby pansies, little tiny flowers, some nasturtium flowers with a bright yellow. I love the colours they've selected. They're really lovely.
Really good mix.
But doesn't that look spectacular? I really love that with the strawberries around the side.
So then we're just going to garnish with some fresh fruit. So this is a good time to get the kids involved because, you know, all the dangerous stuff's out the way. So we'll sprinkle those on. Fresh apricot.
And then the raspberries.
Yeah.
You know what it looks like, Eddie?
Party.
A party in a bowl. That's what you call a party in a bowl. So you've got the biscuits, you've got a bit of liqueur, you've got cream, you've got fruit. Where are we going to fit the flowers? We're running out of...
They can just fall on top.
Okay, just scatter them. You're going to break them up a little bit?
Yeah, because the actual green bits don't taste very good. And just scatter those around.
Okay, break the green bit off the back.
So we just want petals.
How beautiful is that? I'm just so excited. Wow, that looks incredible.
And that's it. That's ready to serve. So you might just let it sit for, say, a minimum of 10-15 minutes just to let it set, and then we're good to serve.
Imagine going to someone's party. They say, oh, what do you want to bring? I'll bring the trifle. And you walk in the door with that. I think they're going to applaud you and they're going to go, hooray! Thank goodness Jane brought that along. Makes you feel good, doesn't it?
All right, Mama, time to serve this up.
So you're going to reach right down and you're chomping into the spongy biscuits. And, oh, wow. Is that for me?
That's for you.
And this one's for you. That's the big serve for the big boy.
Cheers.
Let's celebrate. Woo! Wow. Wow. Well, we're going to keep on taste testing Quinzi's Celebration Trifle. It's all part of Food Secrets, thanks to the Norwood Payne of St Peter's Council. I'm Jane. He's Eddie. We've had so much fun in the kitchen. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.